Well, good afternoon, everybody. We've got some rain coming in. It's weird. It's coming out of the southeast. We never have rain coming out of the southeast. Like, almost never. But anyway, we are, like I told you, putting up some paddocks. And I wanted to kind of bring y'all in on that so you could see what we're doing. We're actually trying to use some of that wise old farmer Joe Soliton's wisdom on this. We are fencing our cows into a very small area so that it'll be kind of a sacrificial area. They have access to the minerals, they've got access to the hay. We don't allow them to drink out of the pig pond, so we've got that fenced off. We've got fence post driver we're gonna put in to keep the pigs from popping under the fence. But you can see we've got our electric paddock fence we use. We love this stuff. It's all Gallagher made stuff. We do the turbo wire. It's 12 conductors, 6 stainless steel and 6 copper, I think it is. And then we use the Gallagher posts, and they have this multi-clip system, and we can move them however we want to. They've got a little foot pusher thing on the bottom. They're not great when it's dry weather. They're awesome when it's wet weather. This stuff is really fantastic. The solar charger that we use are the Parmac, and they are low impedance. So we're actually going to separate the sheep and the cows. We've got the cows over here, and you can see we got our sweet Gardenian dog, good old Spots. She stays with the sheep. She's going to be down there with them. There she is. Yeah, she's a good girl. We're using our old netting. This is just old sheep and goat fence netting that has seen many years of use. I'm telling you, that stuff is crazy durable. But what we're trying to do is take advantage of the nut grass and all that stuff that's popping out over here on this adjacent pasture, and any foraging they can get off the leaves and such, because you know they don't mind nibbling on briars and anything that's left green. They'll even nibble a little bit on the cedar trees and stuff. I'll take you over here so you can get a little closer look at what we've got going there. Sheep, are y'all happy to have new pastures to be on? Oh yeah, they're cleaning those briars up. Any green that's left on the briars or foliage of any sort, they just love it. So, and here it comes, good old Spots. Good old Spots. She's a sweet dog. She loves these sheep. I think she thinks she is a sheep. Anyway, she is a awesome shepherdess dog. So they've got a nice tree down here for shelter, and then we've got the barn over there that they can get in if it gets to be really bad weather. But man, sheep don't mind being out in the weather. It don't bother them. They're just so hardy and so capable. Unlike goats hate being in the rain. These sheep, they just get pretty and white when they're out in the rain. So yeah, hey, we're gonna keep them out here for a few days, let them kind of clean this up. This is just a little small area, not quite an acre. We're just gonna let them run out here for a few days and give our paddock time to recover since we got some rain on it. And speaking of rain, that stuff's starting to come in, starting to blow in on us. So we're gonna, I guess, call that the end of this video, and just wanted to kind of let you guys see what we had going with our paddock stuff here. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with this. You get this stuff from Premier One. They've got tons of different products, but the Parmac, I don't think they sell the Parmac solar charger. I'm telling you, those things, the 12 volt Parmac is a tank. We have lost one in 8 years, I think. 8 years of operating 2 of those solar chargers. We lost one in the spring to lightning. Otherwise, I think we've changed batteries in them 1 time in that amount of time. So they're tanks. But I don't think Premier One sells those things. You have to get them either off Amazon or off of their website, or find another vendor that sells the Parmac chargers. Locally, our Farmers Co-op carries them. But anyway, hey, told you I was just going to kind of give you a little quick update on doing the paddock fences, so you could kind of see what we do. Managing our ground and trying to get in sync with nature. You know, God's been gracious enough to give us rain, and it looks like we're going to have some 75-degree weather, so we're going to have some grass pop out of the ground. We're going to try to take advantage of that. We're going to feed the cows hay to keep them tied over. We got some good hay from a neighbor of ours, and hey, we're just going to try to manage this stuff and see how it works. You can see we just tie that off. We've got a hot wire that runs around the entire perimeter of our farm, and that keeps the bulls that we don't want in our property out, and the bulls that we do want in our property in. And any goats that decide they want to try to climb, they find a rude surprise at the top of the fence as well. And any coyotes or other animals that want to try to climb the fence, they get a rude awakening as well, because this the fence is a great ground, and then our hot wire's right here at the top, so it works out really well. So we just stretch our fence in between an area and tie it off to the top with our reel, and our reel just sits right on top of the fence there and rests against the wires. You just have to make sure that none of the wires from the actual reel are touching the fence, but it works out perfect. We love it. It's a great system. So thankful that we put it in. Has saved us so much headache. And these poly wire fences are amazing. They are so much easier than going with the netting. That netting is awesome for a quick makeshift fence out in the middle of a pasture, because it's going to keep pretty much everything in and pretty much everything out. And it is hot. It'll shock them if they touch it. But man, it is not as easy to deal with. And the poly wire, once you get your animals trained to it, man, it's so quick and easy to put in. It's awesome. We love it. Eventually, we hope to have sheep that we have trained to stay in maybe off of just 1 wire. As you probably saw, we use 4 right now because it's a sure way to keep pigs and everything else from crossing. So, hey, I'll cut it at that point and let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you later.